All right. 15 love Sinner. Walton, by the way, wasn't supposed to play this morning, and now he's walking out with a big smile. Hey, what's going on, Alcaraz fans? How you doing? We're watching Alcaraz and we're watching Sinner. Bit of a double header. We love this. 15-all, Sinner 1-all in the first set. We've got Alcaraz taking on Walton. Fokina apparently food poisoning. So that is why Fokina is not here. But, yeah. Here we are. Alcaraz versus Walton. That is the situation. Darren Cahill is in the house, by the way. Not at the Alcaraz match, in the Sinner match. All right. Sinner. Oh, pardon me. 30-15. As we serve again from Sinner. Is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As Hampton puts it in the net, 40-15. As Sinner hits it out, 40-30. By the way, Alcaraz still wearing that Roland Garros shirt that I'm waiting for to arrive at my house. I hope I got one. I ordered one. Chat, is the stripy shirt his most iconic look so far out of Grand Slams? Winning Grand Slams. Is the stripy shirt his most iconic slam winning shirt? It has to be, right? Because you don't remember the other ones. We don't remember the other ones, chat. So it has to be his most iconic shirt. Because the only one we can remember. All right. Sinner with the lead. And Alcaraz about to start against Walton, who is a late call-up for the sick Fokina, who got food poisoning. Two of them are Wimbledon white, so yeah. I think the US Open orange, that's iconic. The blue last year, French Open, a little bit like basic. And then the Wimbledon one was just like the same as the blue, but just a white one. But I think like the French Open and the US Open wins were definitely his most iconic looks. All right. I should get that shirt this week, chat. I don't know if it's going to be here. Hopefully it's going to be here this week so I can show you the shirt. But I did order one. They've been sold out everywhere in the world, apparently. But I'm supposed to it's supposed to arrive this week. Oh no! My order was cancelled. Today, literally today. Chat, I'm not getting that shirt. That is so frustrating. Why sell items of clothes if you don't have them in stock? That is not cool. They cancelled the order. That is so shit. I'm going to have to find it elsewhere. Chat, I might need your help. Fonseca is out? Yeah, but we're talking about Alcaraz's shirt right now. God damn it. I don't know where else I can get it from. Unless I want to spend $300 on eBay. And I don't want to spend $300 on eBay. Why are there not enough? I don't know, chap. I know what to do now. Did they say why they cancelled it? Nope. They just straight up went, sorry, hey, here's your money back, though. Thanks. I didn't want the refund. I want the fucking shirt. I didn't want the refund. I wanted the shirt. That's so shit. That's so shit. No reason for the refund. Just your order has been cancelled. I reckon they just ran out of stock and they just why man, that's so shitty. I'm gonna have to find it somewhere else. Anyways, 2-0. Sinner 15 love. Sinner serves a fault, second serve. Second serve to the back end of Hampman. Back end from Sinner to the front of Hampman. Hampman in the net. 30 love. $40 love. $40 love as Sinner hits it out and it's 40-15. There's only one explanation, chat. If you want this shirt, you have to pay $500. Nike Australia don't have any. Apparently this shirt is not in Australia. No one has this shirt in Australia. This shirt has not been sent to Australia. I wonder why they decided not to send any to Australia. I don't know why that would be, that they wouldn't send anything here to Australia. But yeah, no tennis place has them in Australia. I've checked everywhere. That was my first point of contact. Then I bought a shirt from like a French paddle place, and then they canceled the order. So like that's where we're at right now. And now it's spend $350 on eBay or don't have it. I was gonna have to wait and see. If you see any chat out there, if you see any out there in the wild, let me know. Anyways, Alcaraz serving. Sorry, Walton serving. Alcaraz 15-0. I'm looking for the Alcaraz stripy shirt to add to my collection. I can buy one for $320. plus $46 postage. It'd be cheaper to buy the Federer 2009 shirt, which I already have. Oh, man. They must have just not printed this shirt. Or politics. Anyways, 30-15. As the return goes into the back of Walton. Walton hits a winner, 40-15. All right. We're going to learn a lot about Walton today. We haven't watched him much. $40-15. Vondi beat Keys. That's crazy. Good for her, though. Anyways, Walton is a winner. It's 1-love Walton. Hey, what's going on, Joey Lee? How you doing? All right. Sold out in America? Yeah. They just don't have it. It's just nowhere. It's just nowhere in the world. But you really can't skip the shirt after the match. They are probably making them hard to find to jack up the price. It's just weird that they wouldn't have any in Australia. Because, like, we have Nike here. We have tennis stores. I bought last year's French Open shirt from Alcaraz from Australia, in Australia. So it's strange. But the only explanation is that it was too expensive to send here, maybe. Or to send them out here, you know? That's right. You know what I'm going to do, chat? I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to wait. Yeah, eBay is full of $400 shirts. I'm not spending $400 on a $100 shirt. I'm not that desperate yet. 15 love. I'll do that when I've got 15 of his shirts, except for that one, right? I'll buy it to complete the collection. I'm not going to spend that now a week later. Because all the people that bought 7 shirts are trying to sell them for $400 a piece because people like me are desperate to get them. Sinner hits a smash 30-15, but I'm not going to do it, chat. I'm not spending $400 on a shirt. But maybe in a year, they go down in price because people aren't going to spend $400 on a shirt, right? I'll spend $200, maybe, but not right now. By the way, he's still wearing the damn shirt now. Like, why is it still on spec? I want to wear the Queen's shirt. Why can't I wear this one? Why can't I wear him wearing the Queen's outfit? This is shit. I don't know why they didn't send it here. I don't think they. I'm going to call up the place and be like, Wilson, why the hell? Nike, why didn't you bloody send the shirts out here? What about all the Alcaraz fans in Australia? I guess we can all just go kick rocks or something. There are a few on eBay under 200. Not on my eBay. Not in Australia. Maybe on American eBay or something, but they ain't sending them here. I've got, maybe, like, by the way, $200 US dollars is 300 Australian. I'm talking 200 Australian dollars. I'm talking 200 Australian, you know. Anyways, 40-30. Yeah, I'm looking at 300, 269 for an extra small. Has anyone actually bought these shirts? No one's buying them, though. Because no one's stupid enough to buy a $400 shirt after a week later. Like, no one has sold a shirt on eBay for that much. Like, no one has bought the Alcaraz shirt on eBay yet. So that's a good sign. It means the price is too high and nobody cares. All right, 30 love Walton. But I'll just be on the lookout. Chad, if you ever see one in the wild or you see one online, send me links. Tell me so I can add to the collection. I'm looking for a large, but I'll take a medium. I don't want to get an extra small because then it'll just look weird compared to the other shirt. I think all the other ones I've got are like large or medium. Oh, thanks, Deb. Appreciate that. I can't even find one to send to anybody. 40 Love Walton. Yeah, I don't want a knockoff. I want original. I don't want a knockoff, cheap knockoff. 40 Love is Alcaraz wins the point, 40-15. Got it, you're right. Then what? Yeah, we'll just wait. Thanks, Isabel. Yeah. Because I think, the $200 ones you're looking at are probably the $350 ones I'm looking at. They're the same, 350 Australian dollars. All right, 30 Love Sinner as Sinner hits it out, 30-15, and Alcaraz forehand goes to forehand. Walton hits it out, though, 40-30. Yeah, you can buy the two-tone red shirt, but you can't buy the two-tone black and white, which is the one that Alcaraz won in. Did you contact Nike Australia and ask nicely? Yeah. I don't know why they didn't send them out. It seems like, because couldn't even find them before the French Open. Usually, you could go, like they're selling the women's skirts and stuff, but they're not selling the men's outfits. You can't even buy the red one. Alcaraz in the net, 2-1. You can't even buy the red one. Like they just didn't, I don't think I could buy Sinner's outfit. Like, I don't know why. Why they didn't send out the Nike Roland Garros Nike men's kit for either players. Because if Sinner won, I wouldn't have been able to buy his shirt either. So. All right. Maybe one day we'll get there. We'll get it. No, I don't want the Sinner outfit anyway. I want the Alcaraz outfit. But fair enough, Don. All right. 40-30. Sinner to stay in front in this first set. Sinner should focus on his tennis career rather than keep reading rumor of him dating. Yeah, because I'm sure he's sitting around reading rumors and not focusing on his tennis career. Yeah, I'm sure he's too busy reading rumors. What? Are you okay? Anyways, Deuce. He lost to Alcaraz because he read a newspaper. Like, what do you mean? Like, what the hell? Anyways, Deuce. Sinner serves. Bit of trouble here for Sinner. Sinner with the serve. There's a fault. And the second serve too good. Half minute in the net on the return. Advantage Sinner. Advantage Sinner. And Sinner serves another fault. Second serve. There's a 4 now from Sinner. Open court winner. Beautiful shot. Then he stays in front 4-3. 4-3. Totally agree with you about US Open mixed doubles. It's an abomination. Yeah. God, today's just been frustrating. Today's been a frustrating day. What a frustrating day. Anyways, 30-15. Alcaraz serving to level this first set. (30-15). He's going to serve again from Alcaraz. Down the tee to forehand of Walton. Return goes to forehand of Alcaraz. Walton backhand. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Walton backhand again. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Down the line to the forehand of Walton. As Alcaraz backhand again. Into the backhand of Walton. Alcaraz backhand into the forehand of Walton. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Slice. Walton gets the point though, and it's 30-all. By the way, Chad, I was going to ask a stupid question, and then I just thought, I'm stupid. I was going to say, why is the Queens Club court so worn out? But the ladies played on it last week, so that's why. Because I'm like, why is it? I'm like, hell is like green as lush, green as Sinner's shirt. And then Queens Club's like dry. But that's because they had a whole week of women playing. I forgot that they played last week. But it looks crap. Like the court looks worn as hell. Couldn't they just bring a new one in? 30-all. I was like, why does this court look so bad? Oh, it's because last week they used it last week. Because the Hella court, like nobody's used it. It's like 3 people have stepped foot on it. It's lush. But Queens Club looks like the 4th week of Wimbledon if we ever played 4 weeks. It's like Wimbledon 2 weeks after Wimbledon finishes. Anyway, it's 40-30. As Alcaraz with a volley. Walton with the forehand passes a lob. Alcaraz with the backhand volley is too good. And it's 2-0 in this first set. Yeah, I totally forgot that they had the Queens Club last week. But it does look like I mean the ladies last week, they definitely wore out the baseline for sure. All right. 2-0. Halfman's trying to level as he serves an ace. Nope, he serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve, Hanfman. As the return goes into the forehand of Hanfman. Drop shot is good. And Sinner in the net with a slice. 30-15. 30-15. Sinner hits a backhand to the backhand of Hanfman. Hanfman hits it out. 30-all. 30-all. As Hanfman serves again. Sinner looking for that break. By the way, is the schedule out for tomorrow, chat? Does anyone know? Anybody know? As Hanfman serves the forehand of Sinner, return goes back into Hanfman, who hits a winner. All right. 40-30. Forehand to the forehand rally of Sinner. The volley from Hanfman's good. Sinner puts up a lob, and Hanfman puts away the smash. 4-0. 4-4. Chapo wins. Nice. Shelton, by the way, is beating Rindenish, but on serve. Also Andrescu and Nissimova on serve. Chapo won in a third set tiebreak. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right. 30-15 as Walton comes to the net and puts it away. And it's 40-15. Walton to stay in front. Cam, do you want Grass 1000? If yes, Haller or Queens Club? I think I would like a Grass 1000. I think it'd have to be in Haller. It's got a roof. Like, I wouldn't trust Queens Club with a 1000 with the weather. Like, the British weather, you couldn't rely on that. Like, if you were having a 1 week 1000 on a grass court, which is super sensitive to wet water, right? You can't play on grass if it's wet, right? It's maintenance and stuff. I would not trust the British weather for a 1000 event. Unless they got a roof. Like, you could only go to Queens Club. I mean, Haller could still rain, but at least they could cover the center court could play, right? So I'd say Haller. Even though Queens Club might be more historic or more, fancy, whatever, I feel like Haller just has the facility. Like, you wouldn't want to do an upgrade of 1000 without a roof these days. The amount of people that get pissy, for good reason, because we're spoiled, when a 1000 that doesn't have a roof, it rains, like Rome. Rome's been around forever. But the second it rains, it's like, where's that bloody roof? You don't want to start a 1000 without a roof these days. You have to start. If you're going to bring in a 1000, you better have a roof. Because if you don't have a roof, shit, it's going to be rough if it rains. Or you got to be in Saudi Arabia where maybe they're not going to have as much rain, so they can rely on that. But I think Saudi's going to be inside, right? Maybe. So yeah, I'd have to say it's going to be Haller because the roof, you can't build a roof at Queens Club, I don't think. At least not with the technology that's available or the funds. Sinner holds by the way, 5-4. But there won't be a 1000 on grass unless there's an extra week of grass season, I don't think. Wimbledon would have to move a week away. Otherwise, they can't have a 1000. I don't think they would have a 1000 a week after a slam and a week before a slam. You have to have 4 weeks of grass court preparations to make it logistically possible. Because if you make a 1000 on grass, how do you combine that at the same week? Unless you do Berlin and Haller as like the combined event. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how it works logistically. That's why it probably hasn't been done. All right, 30 love Alcaraz. I'll tell you what, Haller has got some crazy music as well. They got way better vibes with the music. 30 love Alcaraz. Serves an ace, 40 love. Wouldn't this hurt Queens Club? Okay, chat, this is how you do it. This is how you do it, chat. I've got the answer. Right? Haller gets upgraded to a 1000. Queens Club goes before Haller as a 4-week extended grass season. So this is what happens, right? You have the French Open final, and then Stuttgart or whatever straight after Wimbledon, after the French. That's fine. Then this week, week 2 of the grass court season, Queens Club. 3rd week, Haller. 4th week, Eastbourne, and then Wimbledon. So you have 4 weeks of grass court preparations, with the 2 middle weeks being Queens Club into Haller being a 1000. That's what you do. That's what I'd do. But you'd have to move Wimbledon a week back or take the French Open a week forward to get that extra week. And I don't think either of those things can happen. But also then you got to think, okay, well, if Haller's a 1000 for the men, what about the women? What are they going to do? Well, do you risk having a 1000 at Queens Club? For the ladies, I don't know. Because there's no way that Queens Club gets upgraded to 1000 on the women's side and they play straight after the French. How do you do that? Like, there's no way you can make a mandatory 1000 at Queens Club for men and women, and the women play the week after the French mandatory. There's no chance. How do you do that? It's impossible. Also, I think the Berlin Open is probably the biggest tournament on the grass for the ladies, and it's been the biggest for a long time. So I feel like Halle and Berlin would be my choice for 1000s, with Queens Club being like the warm-ups for those two events. Because remember, 1000 events have to be on their own. You can't have a 500 event at the same time. It has to be a 1000 only, right? You can't have it with other events. It has to be on its own. So this week would only be Halle. It wouldn't be Queens Club, right? Because you can't do that. 1000s are not consistent for men and women. That's true. But I don't think... I feel like if they're going to have a grass 1000... Again, you either put Halle as a 1000 and then put Queens Club for the ladies at like this week, or like, you know, like again, how do you do it? It's all comes down to logistics. It's not even about like whether it should happen. I think we all agree that 1000 on grass would make so much sense, but we just don't have enough weeks in the season. There's just not enough time unless you move tournaments around. All right. 5-all. Hanfman holds. Yeah, Bridget, the US Open mixed doubles, just the mixed doubles event this year is just really depressing. 40-15. Walton to stay in front. Serve. Is a fault from Walton. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. The return goes in the forehand of Walton, who shanks it long, and it's 40-30. Wimbledon definitely won't cooperate with Halle as a 1000. Only do it for a British 1000. Well, yeah, look, if we want a 1000, I only think it should be in Halle because of the roof. I think it makes the most sense because then when it does rain, because it rains all the time, we have the roof. It's great to have. But you're right, like Wimbledon might move if it's a British 1000, maybe. Because the LTA might have a bit of a sway on that. I think the move that making Queens Club a women's event this year is to get a 1000 license. I think that is... They're setting themselves up to try and become... Because then what they could do, right? If let's go down that path, right? As Alcaraz hits the drop shot, win a deuce. Let's say that Wimbledon will only move back a week if Queens Club becomes a 1000. If Halle becomes a 1000, it's no deal. Queens Club becomes a 1000. The week after the French is like whatever, grass season, whatever. This week for the ladies would be 1000 for Queens Club. Next week would be 1000 for men. And then a week before Wimbledon, you have whatever you have, and then Wimbledon. That could make sense. And then Halle would be the men's Halle event would be during the women's 1000 at Queens Club. That could work. I'm just worried about the weather. Last week it didn't rain that much though, so maybe they get lucky. And it looks pretty sunny right now. So I could do that. I could be on board with that. And then the second week with the 1000 for the men, you could make a Berlin for the ladies. So you could do that. Sorry. You could have a 1000 for the men, so the women at Queens, and then the 1000 for the men after that. It could work. If they move Wimbledon back a week. But you're right, Wimbledon won't play ball probably, unless it was beneficial to like the LTA or beneficial to them, which means it'd probably be Queens Club. But I don't mind. Look, I would love a 1000. Again, I hope they figure it out. That'd be great. What do they do to the mixed doubles US Open? Yeah, we already talked about it for like an hour. It's the worst. Nobody likes it. Nobody thinks it's a good idea. It's one of the worst. It's one of the silliest ideas they've done. I don't think anybody in the chat actually thinks it's a good idea. Advantage Alcaraz, by the way, he's got a chance to break. By the way, though, if we do have a grass court 1000 at Queens Club and the men play on this grass, I mean, that's another thing we got to think about too, right? If we're doing a grass 1000 over 2 weeks at the same venue, then Queens Club week 2 for the men's 1000 is going to be a lot different to week 1 of the women's, as we're finding out right now with the grass. The grass is looking beat. So, do the 1000 event have to be on a nice grass court, or does it matter if it's on this grass? Like, this grass is worn to shit. It is worn out. This is beat up grass. You know, like, yeah, I saw that they added the defending champions to the list, but I mean, that's still not enough for me to think it's a good idea. Yay, they included the defending champions. That's so nice. But what about everybody else who plays doubles every day of the week? Can we help you find the shirt if the links get deleted? How can we? In the Discord. Send me links in Discord. All right, advantage Walton to stay in front here. That was the chair. US Open mixed doubles is a shambles. Advantage Walton. As with a 4 now from Alcaraz. That's a winner. Back to deuce. And chat, the likelihood of all those teams happening is not going to happen. I can tell you this right now, chat. Jannik Sinner will not play that event because he will win Cincinnati and want a week off. There's no shot those players are going to play that tournament. Because remember, Cincinnati, chat, hang on, chat. I didn't want to go down this road, but you've started me off and now I'm triggered. Chat. Cincinnati finishes on a Tuesday. A Tuesday. It finishes on a Tuesday. The US Open starts on a Sunday. The following Sunday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You got 4 days to play a mixed doubles tournament. Who the hell is going to play a 4-day exhibition-ish tournament before a US Open? No one who does well on Cincinnati. If you do well in Cincinnati, you ain't doing shit. That's enough. Deuce. We're moving on. No more questions. No questions. So Sinner and Alcaraz won't play that event. There's no shot. Yeah, Cincinnati and Canada are crazy events this year. They're going to be... And then you're going to put in a mixed tournament? No way. I'm looking at my schedule and it says 4 days between tournaments. That's ridiculous. Anyways, 4 down the line is in the net from Walton. Advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. Yeah, Peaches, you kick the hornet's nest. I'm so mad. Anyways, advantage. By the way, 30-40. Sinner's got a set point. $30-40. Set point, Sinner. Take the first set. Hanfman serves the forehand, Sinner return. Into the forehand, Hanfman. Sinner backhand. Is out. Alcaraz, by the way, has got a break point. Walton with a backhand pass. Alcaraz with a volley. Goes long. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. Don't be a party pooper, Cam. It will happen. Lexi, if you're a true tennis fan, you will not support this event. True tennis fans are not in favor of this event. And I get it. It's fun. It looks exciting. But it's not cool. We already talked about this so much. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Sick of this shit. I don't want to talk about the US Open. It's annoying me. Anyways, advantage Halfman. The US Open mixed doubles this year is so bad. It is so not cool. I am not a fan. Will I watch it? Probably. But I don't have to like it. Anyways, 400 rally. Halfman again to the 400 of Sinner. 400 from Halfman. Nope. Sinner hit it out. We're going to a tiebreak. Halfman. Or did Halfman hit it out? Sorry, Halfman hit it out. We're not going to the tiebreak yet. Deuce. We get the deuce. As Alcaraz breaks. 4-3 in the first. 4-3. Alcaraz. As we're 4-0 from Sinner. He's trying to win this set. As the back end now to the back end of Sinner. Down the line to the forehand Halfman on the stretch. Sinner. Forehand again to the forehand Halfman. Great pickup. Sinner gets it with a forehand cross-court winner though. Oh, wait, no. Halfman won the point. Sorry, my computer glitched. I thought Sinner hit it. Sinner must have hit it wide. Advantage Halfman. All right. Nice hitting from Halfman. Oh, Sinner hit it just wide. All right. Advantage Halfman. Advantage Halfman. To take us to the tiebreak. So in the forehand Sinner, return the forehand Halfman, who hits it wide, and we're back to deuce. What if they all participated? Yeah, see, I don't like the mixed double event, not because it has amazing players and my favorites. I love the lineup. I don't like it because of who it's taking opportunities away from. That's why I don't like it. It's not because I don't like Alcaraz and Sinner and Raducanu playing doubles. I think that's really fun. I don't like that players that bust their ass on the doubles circuit aren't getting a chance to play. It's taking away their opportunity and taking away their event. To what? What are they doing? What's it for? Why are they doing this? What's the point? What are they going to get out of this? By making an Alcaraz-Raducanu mixed doubles team. What does that do? How does that help anything besides promoting the US Open, which is great for the tournament, promoting the players that play, great. But what about the players that don't get to play? And it doesn't really help mixed doubles. Because Alcaraz and Raducanu are not going to play mixed doubles at Wimbledon. They might, maybe now. I just don't think it's... just not a fan. I just don't see any benefit to the mixed doubles event. And it definitely doesn't benefit the players that are going to be playing Wimbledon mixed doubles, because they're not allowed to play the US Open mixed doubles because they're not popular, which sucks because they deserve a place at the table. I think they deserve a seat there. They deserve to be given a chance to be, it's just like the ladies. It feels a lot like the women at the French Open not getting the night session. It kind of has that kind of similarity to me, where it's like, well, people were saying that, the women not playing at night, they don't get to showcase their skills at night in front of the primetime audience. Well, yeah, we don't get to see the real doubles players play doubles because they've been replaced. So it has that kind of similarity, But the difference was that I guess the ladies weren't getting. The ladies not playing the night session, you don't get extra pay at the night sessions, right? Whereas this actually affects players financially. Not letting the doubles players play this event because they'd rather put Alcaraz Raducanu on instead of the actual, number 3, 4 doubles players, whatever. It doesn't affect, it affects them financially, which sucks even more because being a doubles player is not as lucrative by any stretch. Anyways, we've talked about this at length. Hopefully, doubles players get represented in some way. Maybe they'll change the format last minute. Advantage Sinner to get the set. As it a 4-0 from Hanford, that goes wide. Sinner takes the first, 7-5. All right. 7-5. All right. 7-5 Sinner. Just under an hour, by the way. That was a long first set. I initially thought it was a fan week exhibition. If that were the case, that would be an awesome idea. Oh, yeah. No, Matt, I agree. I love it as an exhibition for fans and what, but they've cancelled the mixed doubles event during the tournament, replaced it with this, but the players that would have played the mixed doubles don't get to participate in this. At least not yet. They said there's more teams to come. I really hope they put in another 10, 15 teams that are mixed doubles based on ranking or whatever. I hope that it's like a 50-50. That you put a bunch of, Alcaraz Sinner teams, right? And then you put a bunch of actual doubles players that need this as part of their yearly income, right? Because there's only a few mixed doubles events per year, right? And players rely on it. Players need that. They need that. It's an important part of their paycheck, right? So I really do hope that what they've put out is just a hype thing to go, oh, look at all these teams. But then they'll put in like the player, they'll give us, 15, 16 teams that are not just singles players. They'll give us, but again, as far as I know, there's only 16 teams and there's 14 of them don't have doubles specialists, or at least have a couple of women's doubles players, but not any men's. Like no men's doubles players are playing. None of them. Except for the part-time doubles players that sometimes jump in every now and again. There are no men's doubles specialists playing. So they get no chance to represent their discipline at all. And that's crazy. Anyways, Alcaraz is 2 points away from the first set, 30-all. It would actually be super fun to watch superstar mixed doubles teams playing real mixed doubles teams. I agree. That would be way better. But I guess they don't want the superstar teams to look bad. I don't know. They might not look great, but I don't think so. I think they could. I mean, to be honest, look, Raducanu, Alcaraz as a doubles combo, I don't know how it works. I don't know if it's going to be competitive. But if you put them up against like Tsitsipas Badosa, then maybe it's close. But again, I don't think that's fair for the actual doubles players who can show the doubles game and showcase it their best way. Actually play the game that play doubles. But again, maybe things will change. Maybe things will change. All right, Deuce. Alcaraz looking for this first set. As Walton serves. As he serves a forward second serve. As the return goes in the forehand of Walton. Walton in the net. Advantage Alcaraz. Do they confirm that the doubles have changed in the US Open is permanent or not? They're going to see how it goes this year and then they'll go from there. Advantage Alcaraz. First serve is a fault. Second serve. You should check out the Serve podcast. The organizers went over the thinking of the mixed tournament. Okay. Serve in the forehand of Alcaraz. Return goes backhand of Walton. Alcaraz backhand. To the backhand of Walton. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Walton backhand. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Down the line of the forehand of Walton. And as Alcaraz forehand inside out, Walton gets the point though. We're back to deuce. Are you talking about Andy Roddick podcast? They went on the Andy Roddick podcast to talk about it? That scares me. Because I really would hope that he would not like this. Because if he's promoting it as a good thing, that's scary. You know what I mean? That's you know what I mean? I mean, I would be interested to hear what he would say about why it's a good thing. All right. Serving to the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand from Walton. Alcaraz with the volley is too good. Advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz to take the first set. As Walton serves the fault. Second serve. Serving the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand of Walton to the backhand of Alcaraz. Walton with the forehand into the forehand of Alcaraz to the backhand of Walton. As Alcaraz backhand slice in the net. Back to deuce. Roddick probably doesn't like it, but he had to be diplomatic because it's a US Open official that he was interviewing. Yeah, fair enough. Well, this list has come out. I'm sure he's going to talk about it. So hopefully, it'll be interesting to hear what he says about it. Because I think he is such an important voice. There's been a volley from Walton. That was the pass, but Walton volleys it away. Advantage Walton. You know, and look, I'm not no pressure, right? But if he advocates for it and says it's a great idea and blah blah blah, I'd be interested to hear why he thinks that. Because I can't think of any good reason why it's a thing. Besides promoting mixed doubles, but it's not promoting anything. Because mixed doubles isn't getting represented at all. Like the only thing is because there's a man and a woman playing. It's got nothing to do with the mixed doubles players that actually play it, right? As we return down the line is out. And Walton holds 5-4. Yeah, I don't know, chap. Roddick was basically taking the Opelka line of doubles as being unpopular. Well, I'll listen because I didn't hear. I haven't heard. I don't want to I want to hear what he said with my ears so that I can understand it. Yeah. All right. Sinner won love in the second. Medvedev and Rublev are playing doubles right now. That's interesting. That's very interesting. By the way, speaking of Opelka, he's up a set and a break. So that's cool. Better if your serve gets broken in tennis than if your heart gets broken in love. Yes. Yes. Somebody want to give that person a hug? 5-4. Alcaraz serving for the first set. As with a serve in the net from Alcaraz, second serve. And the backhand return. Goes in the forehand of Alcaraz. Backhand now from Walton. The backhand of Alcaraz. The backhand of Walton is Alcaraz forehand in the net. Ooh. Love 15. Sinner and Halfman. Starting the second set. And Halfman holds 1-0. Love 15. Alcaraz to serve. So over the backhand of Walton. Walton in the net, 15-0. As Alcaraz serves. An ace. 30-15. Where am I watching these games? I'm watching them on Tennis TV. 30-15. Serve again. There's one in the net on the return. 40-15. 40-15. As Alcaraz with the 2-set points. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. And Alcaraz holds and wins a set. 6-4 first set. Nissimova wins. Cool. Okay. All right. All right. First set. Only one break in that first set for Alcaraz. Chat is wild, bizarre, and toxic. Excuse me? Why would you say that? It is not toxic. It is actually... Chat is fine. You want to see toxic? You should have been here an hour ago. Tennis TV doesn't have WTA. No. Tennis TV only has ATP. But WTA TV has WTA. So you can get that for the WTA. All right. Alcaraz first set, 6-4. Compared to places like Twitter, its chat is civil. Yeah, Twitter is angry. What happened an hour ago? We watched Fonseca. 15 love. For some reason, Fonseca gets people angry. 15 love. As Walton hits it away. 30 love. Sinner, by the way, he's up a set in 2-1. And then Hampman with a lovely volley, 30 love. Ah, 30 love as Alcaraz in the net, 40 love. All right. As Walton holds. $40 love here, Hampman as he hits in the net, 40-15. $40-15. As he serves out wide, the front of Sinner. Sinner hits it out. 2-all. Hampman holds. All right. All right, 30 love. As Alcaraz tries to level this second set. $30 love. $40 love. $40 love. Alcaraz serves again. First double fault from Alcaraz. Okay, 40-15. $40-15. All right, 40-15. $40-30, Alcaraz making errors. All right, 1-all. All right. Just realizing there are more people watching this Sinner match. Do you see one or two combined? I see both chats. All right, 40-15 as Sinner looks to stay in front in the second. Handpin goes to the corner. Sinner. Sinner hit the line. Handpin in the net. 3-2 Sinner in the second. As Walton serves a fault. Ah, 15 love. Nice shot from Walton. 15 love. As return goes in the net from Alcaraz. 30 love. 40 love. Nice serving Walton. By the way, Auger-Aliassime just started. Shelton's losing. Also, Vekic is down a set and a break, or a set and a game against Schneider. All right, 40-15. There's a bit of forehand from Walton to the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand of Walton to the backhand of Alcaraz is Walton forehand. Into the slice of Alcaraz on the stretch. Walton forehand in the net, 40-30. As Walton serves a let. As backhand goes in the front of Alcaraz, and Alcaraz hits a winner, we get the deuce. All right, we get the deuce. Hard advantage, Walton. Nice serve. As Walton forehand to the slice of Alcaraz. Alcaraz in the net. 2-1 Walton. He stays in front. All right. Sinner, by the way, 15-30. A chance to take the break, 15-40. $15.40. $15.40 as the return goes into the backhand Hampton, but it's out by Sinner, and it's 30-40. By the way, Sinner will play Bublik in the second round if he wins. And I think they're playing tomorrow. Again, the schedule's not out yet, which is strange. Unless the schedule is out and... Nope. No schedule. But the schedule for today is not even out on the ATP website. It's been a glitch. But yeah, I think Sinner and Bublik are going to play tomorrow. Sinner breaks. 4-2 Sinner in the second. I think Sinner Bublik will play tomorrow. I'd be shocked if they... Bublik had a day off today already, so... And Alcaraz, he will take on... the winner of Munar Thompson, who I haven't played yet. So Alcaraz might not play tomorrow. He might get the day off tomorrow. Because his opponent hasn't been decided, and I don't know if they'll play first thing tomorrow. I think for the ladies, Sabalenka's on tomorrow, pretty sure. And maybe Gauff, which would be fun. Oh yeah, the schedule out for the ladies. WTA on fire today. WTA doing its thing. So tomorrow, we've got Sabalenka tomorrow. Pegula's playing tomorrow. Paolini's playing tomorrow. In fact, center court is fire. Badosa Navarro, Jabeur Paolini, Pegula Samsonova, Sabalenka. Berlin's on fire tomorrow. But the men's schedule for tomorrow is not out yet. 30 Love, probably going to wait for these matches. When these matches are done, it'll come out. It'll come out after these matches. Trust me. I know. Once these matches are done, we'll know the schedule for tomorrow. Yeah, loaded lineup. And if Osaka had beaten Samsonova, it would have been Pegula versus Osaka. But Pegula Samsonova is still pretty crazy. All right, Sinner 30 Love. So 30-15. Coco's not playing tomorrow. No Coco tomorrow. She's not playing. She is not playing tomorrow. Ooh. All right, 40 Love. As Alcaraz hits a winner, and it's 2-all in the second. Alcaraz won the first 6-4. All right, 30-15 Sinner. He's got a set and a break. 7 to the forehand, and that goes nowhere from Hanfman. 40-15. But yeah, I would guess that tomorrow we've got Sinner Bublik at some point. And then the winner of... Alcaraz is probably going to play on Thursday. So we might skip Queens Club tomorrow and watch Berlin and Hella. All right. Sinner 40-15. As with a backhand rally. Into the backhand of Hanfman. Sinner backhand again in the backhand of Hanfman. Who hits an inside-out backhand winner. Crazy shot. 40-30. Did you see that Sabalenka apologized? I did. I think that was a good move. I think so. I think she was misunderstood, but also I think enough people got annoyed and got frustrated by it that she made the right call. I think apologizing was a good idea, I think, because I think there was a lot of people were upset by it, even if it's not what she meant, you know. Nice volley from Walton, 30 Love. As Sinner with a forehand on the stretch into the forehand of Hanfman, back it up from Sinner to the forehand Hanfman, and Hanfman in the net, 5-2 Sinner in the second. But yeah, I think Sabalenka made the right decision, you know, to apologize. You know, I don't think she meant what she said. And I think a lot of people, especially, and I think a lot of people from America took it way more offensive because it was to Gauff. Whereas if she said it to somebody that wasn't American, maybe that would, I don't know if it would have been as, I think obviously a lot of the tennis media is American as well, right? So they probably took a lot more frustrations out of it, of being like, what the hell is she saying this about Gauff? Why doesn't she think Gauff's good enough? You know, blah, blah, blah. And probably made it a bigger deal than it probably was meant as. But I'm not saying that people in the chat from America are saying that you guys overreacted to it. That's not what I'm saying at all. How you had valid reasons to be upset by it. But I think she made the right choice by apologizing. You know, I think it was good for Sabalenka to and she said she talked to Gauff, and I don't think Coco took it as a. I don't think she took offense to it. She didn't seem to be bothered by it. She won the trophy, right? Why would she be bothered? 3-2, by the way, Walton. But I think she made the right choice. I think apologizing. I think it annoyed a lot of people. So. It was on ESPN First Take. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it hit. But the massive news, sports news in America, I mean, if it was on those platforms, then you know it was, a lot of people would have seen it, and a lot of people would have been like, who the hell is this lady? Even if they don't watch tennis, who the hell is this lady talking shit about our champion, you know? So, but I think she made the right choice. I don't know if it makes any difference if people are going to forgive her, but I think she made the right choice saying sorry. And I don't think, and again, I don't know if Coco would have been that bothered. I don't think she didn't seem that bothered by it. She won the trophy, like I said, you know. I don't think she cares. She's like, well, I won, so whoop-de-doo. But I think Sabalenka made the right choice. Sabalenka's not a bad person. We know that, chat. We watch Sabalenka all the time. We know she's not a bad person. But people that don't watch tennis, it probably made them think that she is bad, you know, and that's why she would have apologized, you know. She was not going to get a good reception at the US Open, but she still might not get a good reception, if people remember. But yeah, but we know Sabalenka's not like that. She doesn't talk like that, and she's not mean. She doesn't mean to. I don't think she meant to say what she said. But I think she did the right thing by apologizing because it pissed off enough people that I think she needed to backtrack, you know, on what she said, because it did get a lot of people annoyed and angry at her, you know. 30-15. That's a point now from Hampman's a winner, 40-15. It's also good PR from Sabalenka, not good business. Americans take it hard. First Take Stephen A. interviewed Coco and wanted Coco to start it up again, but Coco said it was all good. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that's good from Coco. We love that for Coco, that she's like, you know, not trying to, like, people are trying to bring it out of her, and she's like, no, we're not talking about it. Like, that's, I like that for Coco. I mean, she doesn't want to she don't want to throw Sabalenka under the bus while she's celebrating her French Open. So how good's that from Coco? Can we respect Coco for that? Oh, that's crazy good. Coco could have easily just like played into it and played with it, you know, being like, hey, yeah, she said I wasn't that good. Like, she could have easily done that. But how good is it? How mature is that for Coco to not buy into that and not to, like, because it would have been easy to do that. Easy to do that. Very classy from Coco. Oh, yeah. So classy. Especially when that's what I think a lot of those, I don't know because I didn't watch them, but I'm sure a lot of those that had her on were probably trying to get her to, you know, talk shit, right? And she's not having it. I love that for her. That's so good. So classy. 15 love, Sinner 7 for the match. $15 love. Sinner serves again. And the backhand return goes in the net from Hampman. 30 love. $30 love. Gauff made some annoying woke comments in her press conference, though. What? 30 love. Sorry, 30-15. Sinner 2 points away from the win. Back. 30-15. Sinner serves. And it's too strong from Sinner. 40-15. 2 match points for Jannik Sinner. By the way, Alcaraz with a 20 goes in the net. Great rally from both. Walton gets to 15 love. 40-15. Sinner to take his spot against Bublik in the second round. That is a crazy match. And Sinner serves an ace. Sinner wins in straights, but that wasn't easy. You had to fight for that. Sinner wins, and he'll take on Bublik tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Not sure yet. Probably tomorrow, maybe. Bublik, Sinner, they play at the French Open. But this is on quick courts. And Bublik with that serve on this fast court. Watch out. Also, I think Bublik's won this title, right? 2 former champions. That's a fun match. We know that's a good match. When the draw came out, we saw that. 15-0 here. I'm going to send you guys over. If you want to keep watching the this Alcaraz-Walton match, come on over here. Hanfman walks off the court. By the way, chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Hanfman is hard of hearing or legally deaf, I think, right? I'm pretty sure. Which is amazing to think that even though he has... And hearing is a big deal in tennis. Like hearing how the ball hits the racket with the different spin, it makes different noises. Like that's a big deal. So, again, a massive... We say it every time we watch him because it is such a great thing that, you know, to show that it doesn't... that he's able to play at the highest level against the best players in the world, despite that. Has half hearing. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So great for him to be able to do that, you know, to be able to play despite the hearing. 40-30. He is legally deaf. Yeah, that's great. It's not great. That's not great. It's great that it doesn't affect his tennis and that he's able to play the highest level of tennis despite that. You know, it's great. It should be talked about more, you know. All right, 4-3 Walton. You want to come on over, keep watching this match, jump on over. And we were going to watch Alcaraz versus Walton the rest of this match. But Sinner wins. He'll play Bublik maybe tomorrow. We'll see you then if you're not coming back. All right. Let's merge the streams and fix the scores. Jack, can you imagine if Alcaraz was Italian? That'd be wild. That wouldn't be fair to the rest of the competition. Davis Cup would be going to Italy for 10 years. All right. Shelton is a set and 5-6 down. Oh, no. He gave Jannik a very good workout. Oh, yeah, for sure. That was not easy. Couple of breaks. That was all it took. Carlos Alcaraz. Yeah, they've got enough. Italy have enough good players. They don't need Alcaraz as well. Almost as wild as seeing if Djokovic and Murray were both British, like playing for the UK. That would have been crazy. Which almost happened. If you don't remember, if you don't know, then you know. It almost happened back in the 2000s. Djokovic almost played alongside Murray for the UK. Would have been crazy. British tennis would have been totally different. Totally different British tennis if Djokovic was there. Could have been a crazy times. Could Bublik upset Sinner? Maybe. Possibly. It would have been insane, I know, right? 4-3 Walton in the second. As Walton can't get that one. Alcaraz too strong. 15 love. You can't just say that and not explain it. I've explained it a lot. 15 love. As Alcaraz serves an ace, 30 love. 30 love. As Alcaraz serves a fault, second serve. As Alcaraz serves a let. Why Alcaraz is very underrated on grass? He's not. He's totally not underrated on grass. What do you mean he's underrated on grass? There's definitely not underrated on grass. Nobody's underrating Alcaraz on grass. Are you kidding me? Come on now. Nobody. What? Huh? What? Am I missing something? Hang on, what? Who's underrating Alcaraz on grass? 40 love. It's crazy. Volley winner from Alcaraz, and it's 4-0. I don't think anyone's saying underrated on grass. Maybe like 2 years ago. He has 2 Wimbledons. I don't think anyone's... I think he's the favourite for Wimbledon, if not second favourite behind Sinner, but then maybe not even. Maybe even favourites. I mean... Why many pick Sinner over him? Yeah, but that doesn't mean that he's underrated. Like, I think if you're going to pick Sinner or Alcaraz, both could be correct. It's between those two, but... I mean, I don't think it means it. Like, if you're picking Sinner, it doesn't mean you underrate Alcaraz. I think it's just that you, like, I think Sinner's going to win Wimbledon, not because I underrate Alcaraz, but because I think that Sinner wins matches. Besides playing Alcaraz, he wins matches so easily, and that unless he gets a bad draw, which we'll find out next week, I just don't think Sinner. I don't see Sinner didn't drop a set until he played Alcaraz, right, at the French. If Sinner does that on grass and doesn't have to play Alcaraz, he will probably win. Whereas Alcaraz could possibly play a Shelton or someone, and that could be really dangerous, right? Or Draper, or, there's a lot of players that I think on grass could take Alcaraz to 5, right? And he does sometimes go to 5 when he shouldn't, or he goes to 4 when he shouldn't, right? Alcaraz does have that sleep. Sinner doesn't do that. Sinner, if you beat Sinner or you take a set off Sinner, you earned that. He doesn't have like a sleepy set. So unless Sinner gets upset by somebody or plays Alcaraz, he'll probably win. He could win Wimbledon. But I've already made the mistake of talking about this while we're watching Alcaraz, because now I look like a hater. But I'm not hating Alcaraz. I'm not hating on Alcaraz. I'm just saying that for 35, I'm not saying nothing. I've taken it all back. Alcaraz is going to win Wimbledon. I changed my mind. Sinner can't beat Alcaraz, so how the hell is he going to beat Alcaraz? He's not going to beat Alcaraz. Alcaraz is going to win, even if it's in 5 sets every day. I've changed my mind. 40-15. I don't need that smoke today. I'm going for Alcaraz. All right. Walton hits a winner, and it's 5-4. Alcaraz is going to serve to stay in the set. You can't win? No, I can win, and I did win. I'm picking Alcaraz to beat Sinner, because Sinner doesn't beat him. Don't rule out Djokovic. Nah, it's Alcaraz. Alcaraz has beaten Djokovic the last 2 times. Djokovic's got no chance. Alcaraz in 5. Yep. Alcaraz in 5 is correct. That's the answer. That's the only answer. And if you don't say that answer, you're wrong. Djokovic will take it. Wrong. I think Sinner will win the finals in 5. Wrong. It's Alcaraz in 5 or nothing. And you can't change my mind. You want to make a bet? Nope. This Wimbledon is Djokovic's time? Nope. Djokovic Draper final? Nope. All right. Alcaraz going to serve to stay in the set. Do you ever pivot to close matches and give updates like Sinner match now? Shelton match now? I could sometimes, but we don't change matches. Shelton's about to lose, though, so I don't know if you want me to tell you that. He's about to lose in straights. And that sucks, because I like Shelton. And he played so well last week. But Rinderknech didn't Rinderknech take Alcaraz to a 3rd set tiebreak 2 years ago at Queens Club? Chat, I'm pretty sure I got it right. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about because I watch tennis too much. I wouldn't think so too much, but I think I watch it enough, just the right amount. You should watch it more if you don't watch it as much as me. I'm stalling while I find the answer. First round. By the way, chat, can we just pretend, just before people start like bashing Shelton, Alcaraz got pushed to a 3rd set tiebreak as the number 1 seed in 2023 Queens Club by a lucky loser by the name of Rinderknech. So can we just not bash Shelton if he's losing and if he lost? Because Rinderknech nearly beat Alcaraz here at Queens Club. And then remember, Alcaraz went on to win the title by beating Lehechka, Dimitrov, Korda, and Demonor. Didn't lose a set after that match, the first match that he played against Rinderknech. So maybe, just maybe, Shelton losing that match is actually not that bad. Because Rinderknech is a lucky loser, nearly beat Alcaraz, who won the title in 23. Just saying. Just keep that in mind, chat. Just remember. 15 love, Alcaraz serving to stay in the set. Don't be talking shit about Shelton now. He had a great week last week. He lost to Zverev. All right, 15 all. Can Walton steal the set? That is the question. That is the question. Rinderknech beating Benim straight sets is wild? No, it's not. I just explained it. Did you not listen? Hello? Is this thing on? Did you not just hear what I said? Hello? Rinderknech on a grass court nearly beat Alcaraz 2 years ago. I mean, hello? That's not wild at all. Is this thing on? Hello? 15-0 is Alcaraz double faults, 15-30. What the hell? 15-30, hello? People are hypercritical of Shelton? Yeah, because he hung up a phone and everyone cried. Oh, he did this to my friend. Shut up. 15-30. But he did. Stop crying. It was just a phone. 15-30. Don't do it anyway anymore. It's fine. Anyways, Walton's about to win this set. Shush. Everybody pay attention. 15-40. 15-40. Walton, who's Australian, may I add, he's an Australian, is about to take a set off a 2-time Wimbledon champion. This guy's a lucky loser. He wasn't playing this tournament this morning. Fokina said, I'm sick, and he went, I'll take Alcaraz on. Alcaraz serves an ace. All right, 30-40. No one cares about Sinner. Sick of this guy. We're sick of you. Can you go away? If you're not going to have anything nice to say, leave. And watch your players and celebrate. Just stop. 30-40. Can Walton steal this set? That was an ace, by the way. Or sorry, it was a let. As Walton return, goes out. Deuce. Deuce, deuce, deuce. Well, Safinori yesterday was a great match. Mensik is some player to watch live. I bet. I tell you what, why are we not talking about Mensik? Shall we? Should we talk about Mensik? Should we talk about Mensik? Is Mensik going to win Wimbledon? Could Mensik win Wimbledon? Could he win Wimbledon? Or at least make the semis? I mean, he won Miami. I mean, I feel like no one's talking about Mensik. Should we talk about Mensik? Maybe? Mensik in the semis, maybe? Is that a thing? Could that be a thing? Could that be a thing? Anyways, Alcaraz holds 5-all. Could it be? Could Mensik be a problem on the grass? No, Cam, you're deluded. Am I? I don't know. Jury's out. Mensik will beat Novak. Well, hang on. Relax, buddy. I didn't say that. Mensik's good? I know, right? I'm not saying Mensik's going to beat Alcaraz and Sinner back-to-back to win the title. I'm just saying, could he make the semis? I'm asking you. 15 love, Walton. I feel like Mensik is not being talked about at all. And he won Miami, and we're playing on grass. So, should we not be talking about Mensik more? Should we not? Hello? He could be a dark horse. That's what I'm saying. Maybe. Mensik could make the semis. If he gets a decent draw, obviously if he has a shit draw, then he's not going to go far. But, if he's going to play XYZ in this third round, then it's going to be tough. But, I don't know. Gil really likes Mensik. Well, if it's good enough for Gil, maybe we should be talking about Mensik a bit more. 15-30. 15-30. Chance for Alcaraz to break. By the way, is the schedule out for tomorrow yet? Sitting here just waiting. I don't know I want to know what we're doing tomorrow. Do I get to do anything? No schedule? Anyways, 30-all. Walton hanging on. $30-all. There's a fault from Walton. Second serve. And the return goes in the forehand of Walton. Forehand from Alcaraz. The backhand of Walton. And Alcaraz backhand again. The backhand of Walton, but Alcaraz hit it out. 40-30. Cam, what is your outside pick for the ladies Wimbledon like Krejcikova last year? I haven't decided yet. You're going to have to wait for the draw to come out. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. Menchik's going to play Batista Agut tomorrow. Ooh, interesting. That'd be a fun match. Serving to the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand from Walton down the line. Alcaraz forehand slice in the net. And Walton holds 6-5 in the second. Siniakova or Mukova, another Czech champion? Nah. Mukova's injured and Siniakova's been MIA, so I don't know. I don't think it's... I mean, if you're going to pick a Czech player, pick Vondi. After Vondi today? I mean, Vondi beating Keys. You pick Vondi to go to win the title. I would. If we're picking a Czech player. I don't know. By the way, Czech, can we just mention that Raducanu was 35 in the world? Can I just mention that right now? That Emma Raducanu is number 35 in the world? 35! She is 3 places away from seated at whatever we're playing next week. What is it? Wimbledon. Is that how you say it? Wimbledon? She is 3 spots away from being at Wimbledon where she's already playing. You know what I said. Is there anyone in the top 32 that could pull out? Mukova, she's injured. She could pull out. Who else is injured in the top 32? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if 3 people pull out of the top 30, she's seeded. Like, that's huge. She's actually sneaky good this season. Yeah. How did she get there? By good play. Chad, if you just block your ears, just do this and read and look at things and not listen to all like the garbage that comes out of the air and all the trash talk that people like to say about players that have brand deals. You actually get to see like what is actually happening. Not all the noise and negativity, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Emma Raducanu, she sucks. She's overrated. She doesn't even deserve a Tiffany sponsor. Oh, Porsche. She's 35 in the world. That's... You know what I mean? But chat, we've been watching every step of the way. You know, we know. We know what we know. Because we don't listen to that bullshit. We know. But she's 35 in the world. And if that comes as a shock to you, you gotta hang out here more often because we talk about her all the time. Anyways, 15 love. 35 in the world. Emma Raducanu. I mean, that's impressive. And I'm not just saying that because we watch her all the time. I'm saying that because that's legit. Like 35? Now, she's going to drop down after Wimbledon if she doesn't make the 4th round, but we'll talk about that next week. 30 love. It's a shame she didn't play this week because she could have been seated at the Wimbledon. As we return now to the volley of Alcaraz in the net, 30-15. 35 is legit, just needed 15 wildcards to get it. God, that is such an uninformed opinion. That is such an uninformed, uneducated, also overused joke. It was just a joke? Yeah, but it's a joke that everybody uses and it's been said a million times. It's not even funny anymore. 40-15. It's like, oh, she gets wildcards all the time. Yeah, okay, maybe it's because people want to watch her. What, are you going to give a wildcard to random people that nobody knows? Alcaraz with a ridiculous pickup and it's a tiebreak second set. All right, who's winning this tiebreak, chat? Tell me. Tell me now. I'm going to go with Alcaraz. I reckon he's going to get it done. Walton had his chance. Can Krejcikova defend her title? Probably not. But if she does, it would be such a Krejcikova thing to do. Most people are going Carlos. All right. As we're back into the net from Alcaraz, and it's 1 love to Walton. 1 love, Walton. Serve again. Serve from Alcaraz. As with a forehand drop shot winner from Alcaraz. Pff, ridiculous. 1-0. By the way, chat, does anyone have a Switch 2? And was it a waste of money? 1-1. One all. Alcaraz serves. And the return goes in the net from Walton, 2-1. I'm hearing rave reviews. I'm hearing it's like, it's okay. Like, except for the games. Apparently, some of the games, the new games are great, but I haven't heard much greatness out of the console. I've heard like Mario Kart World is cool, is awesome. But if that was available on the Switch, I think it'd still be awesome. Like the game itself is great, but it's not the console. You know what I'm saying? I've heard that like I haven't heard much about the actual like Switch 2, but I've heard enough about the games. I've heard Mario Kart World is crazy good, but I don't know if that like is the game doing the bulk of the selling? You know what I mean? I have a Switch 2 and I love it, but that's because I enjoy Mario Kart. If you don't, then there's not much else. And the console design is really, really nice. Massive upgrade. Okay, fair enough. I'm not getting one, but I've heard mixed reviews about the console. But I see like so many people are playing Mario Kart, which I enjoy. So apparently tomorrow at Hella, no Sinner. Really? Sinner's not playing tomorrow? Gene, are you sure you sent me the right schedule? 3-2. 3-2 Walton. No Sinner. Chat, am I having a day off? No, that's not true. I'm definitely not having a day off because tomorrow I'm also watching... We're going to Berlin tomorrow. Tomorrow's the Berlin stream. Is that really? Are you sure? No, Sinner's not playing tomorrow? Bublik gets 2 days off? Anyways, they change ends 3-0. So Medvedev, Zverev, Tsitsipas, Hashanov are playing. I would have sworn that he's playing tomorrow. I can't believe, like, Bublik gets 2 days off. Is he going to be ready? He might have gone on holidays. It's a whole 2 days. Just waiting for more games. I'm impatient. Yeah, fair enough. Switch 2 is very powerful for a hybrid system. Okay. I love my Switch, though. I love using the Switch. I've been playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater. 1 and 2. All right, 3-0. Alcaraz serves a fault. Second serve. Swiatek didn't play in Berlin because she didn't want to. As the return goes out by Walton, 4-3 Alcaraz. 4-3 Alcaraz. Wimbledon is using electronic line calls this year. Yep. For the first time ever. Only Roland Garros decided not to. So that means Alcaraz versus someone tomorrow might not happen either. So we're going to go to Berlin tomorrow, and we're just going to hang out in Berlin. Unless Draper plays, we might watch Draper, but don't tell the Draper fans because they'll think that I like him. As that goes to the net from Alcaraz, 4-0. 4-4. Who is Draper playing? Just out of curiosity, not because we're going to watch him, but I just want to know. Poprin. Ooh, we can't watch that. We can't watch that match. No, we're not watching that match. We can't. Anyways, Alcaraz with a slice. Walton volleys. Alcaraz going to get there with a forehand. Walton volleys. Alcaraz volleys it down the line for a winner. 5-4. Alcaraz is going to serve it. We can't watch that match, Chad. I can't do it. That's just going to make everyone think that I don't like Draper. I can't watch that shit. We can't watch that. I can't watch that. Imagine if we watched that. Can you imagine? Every time I watch Popper, everyone hates me because I get excited because Poppy. We can't watch Popper and Draper. People will think I don't like Draper. Like, legitimately. People will think that would be brutal. Remember when we watched Popper and Djokovic and all the Djokovic fans were like, Why do you hate Nola? And I'm like, I don't hurt anybody. Anyways, Alcaraz serving for this match. 5-4. God, I hope Draper Popper don't play tomorrow. I want to watch that, though. But I don't want to watch it now. But I can't watch it, but I want to watch it. Anyways, Alcaraz serves. Ugh. Serve out wide the back of Walton return. Is into the net on the Walton side at 6-4 Alcaraz. 6-4 Alcaraz to take home the dub. And to possibly play tomorrow. By the way, he might play an Australian. What's with all the Australians playing these big names? Can we stop doing this now? Can we give Australians better draws, please? You don't want chat to see that cameo. Anyway, serve into the back of Walton. Return goes to the back of Alcaraz. Walton on the stretch. Into the front of Alcaraz. Open court's a winner. Alcaraz wins. Solid win. Solid second set. Avoided a third because Walton had a set point. Chance to take that second set, but Alcaraz recovered. And Alcaraz wins. 7-6 in the second. GG's. And Alcaraz is pumped up. Let's watch Draper Popper. Let's not ever watch that match. If we watch that match, I'll cry. Because the chat will be mean to me. Alright. Shelton lost. He sure did. No way Alcaraz won. What a shocker. Really? You sure? What the hell? All right, Papa Alcaraz now. I don't know if Juan Carlos doesn't look like he's there. I don't think Juan Carlos is there. But Walton put on a good show. Last minute replacement. Came in. Pushed Alcaraz. Nearly took a second set. Did I say Raducanu? Wait, what? Raducanu, Popper next. Who said... Did I say Raducanu? Did I say... I meant Alcaraz. Wait, what did I say? What did you say? Why are you saying that? Why are you saying Raducanu? You were joking. Oh, I thought you were saying... I said that. Now you're confusing me. And it's 2 in the morning. I don't need this. I'm already confused. Sinner and Alcaraz choosing different tournaments to build suspense for Wimbledon. What if they both win them, though? That'd be so awesome, wouldn't it? Are Raducanu and Carlos in love? No. They don't even know each other, as far as we know. Raducanu and Alcaraz will play mixed doubles in the US Open. Yeah, don't get me started. We're going to ban the word mixed doubles. No, we're not. No US Open mixed. It's not even mixed doubles. It's called an exhibition event that doesn't count. I don't want to hear it. No. We're not talking about it. All right. Can we stop predicting Sinkeraz? Male cat. I know you want Runa. I want to see Runa versus Sinner at some point. Or Runa Alcaraz this week. That'd be fun. Sinner and Alcaraz coming to Wimbledon as grass champions just the week before would be fire. Oh, yeah. Or Runa. Right? Runa. Runa Mensik, winner plays Alcaraz. Wait, hang on, what? Wait, what? Is that a thing? Ooh. I tell you, Runa should beat McDonald. And Mensik, RBA is no slouch. Mensik could beat RBA. RBA could beat Mensik. But Runa, he should win against McDonald. That'd be kind of crazy. Runa Mensik winner plays Alcaraz is insane. Queens Club is so much better than Hella right now. Whereas Hella, you've got Bublik Sinner's a great match. Mahatch Marijan, Rublev Echeverry, meh. You know, down the bottom half of the draw, it's like, meh. Sinner's really just holding the draw together, to be honest. But Queens Club, you know, there's some matches. Queens Club is where it's at. Mainly because Alcaraz and Draper, but Runa and Mensik as well. It makes it really interesting. Fonseca is out. Yeah, you keep saying that like it's funny or something. I don't understand. Are you okay? Medvedev Tsitsipas quarterfinal Haller. Yeah, but one of them was going to lose. It's just 2025. I want to see Fritz versus Draper at Wimbledon. Ooh. Yes. Yes. Winner plays Sinner. Yes. Winner plays Sinner. Yes. Come on. That's what we want, chat. Trust me. I know tennis and I know that's what you might not like. You don't know what you like. So I'm telling you. That's what we want. You like that. Trust me. You want Draper versus Fritz, winner plays Sinner. Trust me. Trust me. No. Yes, trust me. Maybe. Hang on, wait. Or Alcaraz. Winner plays Alcaraz? No. Maybe? Maybe. Okay, how about this? No, I've got a better one. How about this? Sinner versus Draper. No, because I don't want to see Sinner Fritz, to be honest. I don't want to see Sinner Fritz. I want to see Draper Sinner, though. Maybe Sinner versus Draper quarterfinal, winner plays Djokovic. And then, down the bottom half, Fritz versus Alcaraz in the semis. Or Shelton versus Alcaraz, winner plays Fritz in the semis of the Wimbledon. I mean, I think that's kind of awesome. So that means Djokovic will play either Sinner or Fritz, or Alcaraz. Sorry, Sinner or Draper. Winner plays Djokovic, and then Shelton versus Alcaraz. Winner plays Fritz. I need a chart. Trust me. Just trust me. It's awesome. You'll love it. Fritz Zverev final. You heard it here first. Don, you and you only. I don't think anyone thinks Zverev's making the final of Wimbledon. And I don't think Alcaraz, Djokovic, and Sinner are not. One of them's making the final. Cam, I bought an Alcaraz French Open shirt and polo in size small. I was planning on returning it, but if you're interested, I can send them to you for at original price. You just cover the shipping. I don't want to small. I don't know if small's gonna. I don't think I need a small. You know what? Email me. There's an email down below. Email me. And actually, 1 second. Let me check. Let me check what the other ones are. All right. Large, extra large. Okay, email me. There's an email down below. Yeah, I don't really want a small though. That's the only thing. Medium. I need an extra large or a large. I know I can't be picky at this point because there's none around, but I don't really want to get anything too small because May look weird in the collection, but email me. Thank you for reaching out. Yeah, email me because I'll for sure. Because if I can't get it anywhere else, then that would be really cool. No, it's not that I need a small size for me. It's not for me. These are for the collection. But I want to have them all similar size, so then that way, if I display them, they don't look weird. Like if I have a small, it's going to be like to here. You know what I mean? Like they're all the same kind of size. You know. I don't want to have. I want to try and keep it consistent, but again, maybe I can't. I might not have a choice. But if, like I said, Chad, if you see any in the wild, let me know. It'd be really helpful. Surely Fritz is a top 5 pick for Wimbledon. I agree. Do you actually wear them? No. I am going to find a way to display them. I just haven't figured that out yet. I don't think anybody thinks Fritz is making the Wimbledon final. I do. I put $5 on it. Are you serious? He better make the Wimbledon final. I have $5 on the line. Just kidding. It doesn't matter. It's $5.
LFG Carlos.
Jay.
First win on grass for the season. Hope the dude can fully adjust from the clay to grass. Thanks, Cam.
No worries. Well, he's got a tough-ish draw, so he's gonna have to play well because he's not got an easy draw. Fritz playing Queens or Halle? Queens. Now, I've never been to Queens Club, but I heard it's great. Chat, I'm out of here. But thank you for hanging out. I might go watch The Cell, which is a movie. It's apparently scary. But we'll be back tomorrow. We're watching a bit of Berlin tomorrow. And we might watch Alcaraz play tomorrow if he plays tomorrow. But we're not sure yet. No Sinner tomorrow, which is strange. I thought for sure Sinner was going to play tomorrow. But I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow for another big day. Thanks for joining us. Alcaraz wins 6-4, 7-6. He will play his second round either tomorrow or the next day, and we'll watch him if he does. But thanks for hanging out. Big day today. Big day of matches, and we've got a big day tomorrow, so join us then.